Okay. 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 Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. Hello and welcome back to another episode. This morning is the morning after Halloween weekend, and boy have we had a good Halloween this weekend. It's been superb. We decorated the house. We really got into the Halloween spirit in terms of the food that we ate and prepared over the weekend. My wife and I, in particular, my wife really prepared some superb food with pumpkins. We had pumpkin and chickpea and chicken stew. We had pumpkin soup. We had sort of Halloween style nibbles and like cheese string. Twiglet and chive little broomsticks. We had a graveyard trifle, which was so incredibly funky because it had all the different layers. And as an archaeologist, I absolutely love seeing what we call the stratigraphy, the layers in the soil, and building up to this sort of chocolate and green sugar covered thing with these biscuit gravestones and these slimy snakes. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So Halloween has been a wonderful success. We had lots of trick-or-treaters coming to us this year. I greatly enjoyed dressing up and entering the door for them, and also I got some thematic candy as well for them, or some thematic sweets. Too many people just go out and buy any old sweets for trick-or-treaters, but no, I look for the proper stuff, the good shit. You know, the stuff which actually is body parts and references to all sorts of grim sort of zombiness and this kind of thing. So, you know, like marshmallow guts, for example, or jelly eyeballs. So, you know, we did it right, and it's been a lovely, lovely weekend. And obviously a big part of Halloween weekend for many people is watching a Halloween movie, or 2 or 3 or 4. And at the beginning of the weekend, my wife sat down and she said, "Okay, so which films do you want to watch? You make some suggestions." I was like, "Oh, well, I suppose the original Dawn of the Dead. Wouldn't mind watching that." And she goes, "You can watch that on your own." And I went, "Okay, that's fine." So I watched it on Saturday morning before my wife got up. She loves having a lie-in. We could watch Woman in Black, and she's like, "Yeah, well, I don't know, Woman in Black is a bit scary for me." So I did watch that, but sadly she doesn't quite like the sudden jump scares in Woman in Black. I suggested The Corpse Bride, and she goes, "Yeah, we can watch The Corpse Bride." So we watched that, and a couple of other movies like Aliens. She didn't mind watching that, which was good. And eventually, I was sort of going through the list. I was going, "Well, you know, here's like 10 movies that we might be able to watch." And she goes, what about The Crow?" And I was like, "What? We don't have The Crow. What's The Crow?" And she just stopped what she was doing. She was, we were lying basically on Saturday morning reading in bed, and she stops what she's doing, puts her book down, and just goes, "What? Well, you don't know what The Crow is?" What? So, given that she loves her lie-in, or her lying in, she jumped out of bed, insisted that we both get dressed, go straight away to the local sort of second-hand computer game store and pick up a copy of The Crow. They just happened to have a special edition 2-disc copy going new for £4, which was a wonderful deal. And she goes, "Right, here you go, we're going to watch that tonight. I'm going to go back to bed. You get on with whatever you're doing." So I watched Dawn of the Dead, all the while looking at this box for The Crow, going, I know this, but I have never seen it before. And the thing is, of course, I'm aware of the imagery of The Crow, because, you know, how could you not be? Every comic book store you go into, every computer game store, every sort of self-run geek emporium has references to The Crow. Figures, masks, posters, signed, props occasionally. Especially the statuettes and these very expensive, beautifully sculpted images of The Crow. So I was aware of the imagery of The Crow, but I didn't really know what it was, and I just thought, no, it's not really for me, because it came out at a time when I was just a bit too young, really, to watch it. And also, actually, my family the household was going through a lot at the time in the mid-90s. So no one was really going to the cinema in my family at that point, so no one was really going to suggest it to me. It's sort of in my head, it was kind of filed along with Hellraiser, Lawnmower Man and The Fly, possibly something like possibly Reanimator as well. So these films which I'm aware of, which are probably quite okay, but are probably aren't really for me because they weren't around when I was interested in them and whatever. So I'm aware of the imagery. I've seen the posters, but they're not really for me. Anyway, night comes and my wife goes, okay, we may watch the film now since it is dark. She'd insisted that we wait until it was dark, so okay, I put in the movie and watch it, and then, oh my god, holy shit, what a film! Like, I was just, from the first, from the opening shot all the way through to the end, this film slaps you in the face. It's an unapologetic vision of Gothic awesomeness. It is, I turned to my wife at one point in the movie and said, this is like Tim Burton's Batman, but completely uncensored. There's no one stopping these guys doing what they want to do in terms of the grimy awfulness of this place where they're living. I mean, I know it was parts of the film were shot in Detroit, and I know that therefore it's sort of got a realness to it, but it's also set in a city that's never really named, and this city is just a shithole. I mean, as they say in the movie, it's just a horrible place to live. When the Crow's just been, also when Eric Draven, our hero, has just been reanimated, reconstituted, presumably, because he must have been a skeleton after a year in the ground, and he's making his way through the city, and this mysterious crow is leading him to a pair of shoes and then down some steps and up a ladder and all this kind of thing. He's walking on all this crap, this rubbish and filth, and you're just like, ugh, what a horrible place to be. But what an amazing vision for this dark and brutal city in which the Crow returns for vengeance following a horrible, horrible murder of both him and his fiancée. Only a few days before they get married, in the story at least, and just amazing, absolutely amazing, the use of models in this movie to portray the city. The fact that the Crow plays electric guitar on top of rooftops, the violence is pretty good, but also the imagery, the way that the whole thing is shot, the cinematography of this film is incredible. The music is brilliant, utterly superb. Brandon Lee, what an amazing actor, and also someone who I wasn't aware of. This is just bonkers. I'm 31 years old and I didn't know about Brandon Lee. Also, I didn't know that Brandon Lee unfortunately died while shooting this film. Shooting is a bad word to use there, but sadly he was shot when a prop gun was mishandled, and a bullet was allowed to be in the barrel, and basically a prop cartridge went off, forcing the bullet out of the barrel and into the actor. And in real life, actually, he was about a week or so away from getting married. So in that sense, the film is so resonant with tragedy, and it's all the better for it. It's just such an amazing movie, and it's not over the top, but it is light years ahead of its time. I mean, yes, it takes a little bit from Batman, Tim Burton's Batman, that sort of like Gotham, sort of gruesome grittiness, and then just amps that up. But then it just throws in so many things which we wouldn't really see until later on in these sorts of films. This film lives and more today. This film has held up so well, and I'm so pleased to have finally been able to watch the damn thing. It's just superb. It's got some fantastic humour when he realises that he's basically immortal, or at the very least, that he can heal. So, for example, someone shoots him in the hand after he's sort of goading him to shoot him in the hand, and he tells this really bad joke about Jesus going into a hotel. The look of him is uncompromising. And that's the word that I would use for this film. It is beautiful but uncompromising in its vision, and I've just been struck by it. I've just been slapped in the face by this movie, and I just wanted just to sort of talk about it. I know I'm slightly rambling now about The Crow, but I think I think I'm allowed to, aren't I? After being basically unaware of this movie for 21 years. It's just crackers, absolutely crackers. But I'm so pleased to have seen it. Is it Michael Wingrove? The Sheriff of Nottingham. Anyway, he is a superb bad guy in this movie. He's got long hair, again very befitting of the themes of the film, very befitting of that sort of goth kind of feel. But also he feels a little bit otherworldly because bizarrely he's got like this sword collection in his evil lair. And of course the bad guy and the good guy sort of have this battle up on top of a rooftop with swords at the end. Well, a sword and a weather vane, and the whole thing is superb. Yeah. Slightly incoherent compared to my normal type of video, I know, but it's just been an overwhelming experience watching this film, and I'm so pleased that I finally did. So if you guys haven't yet seen The Crow, can't imagine why you wouldn't have, because I'm sure that many of you are older, wiser, or if not older, then certainly wiser and more, I don't know, less stupid. But if you haven't seen this film, if you haven't taken the time to watch it, you really should. It is superb, and it's a vision. It's another world. It's a vision of an alternate universe, basically, where a delicious, foul, and decrepit city is revisited by I suppose an angel of vengeance, or a crow of vengeance, and I love it. So I'm probably gonna watch this film another time, well, at least one more time this week, and probably several times over the course of the year, because this isn't just a Halloween film for me. And now I think this is probably going to be kind of I can't even talk. This is probably going to be one of my favourite films from here on out. Absolutely superb. And also, actually, the special edition comes with 2 discs. The second disc has the original feature, so it's in the 4:3 format as opposed to 16:9, so you actually probably get more of the frame in it. And also there's a very haunting interview actually with Brandon Lee, which he filmed while making the movie, where he talks about how many more days have we got left to live. What would you do if you knew, or if you really thought about the fact that you might only see in the rest of your life maybe 20 more full moons or something like that, It's kind of haunting when you realise that he did in fact die during filming, but in that sense, the artistic vision of this film and the integrity of it, they did really, really well to keep it, because obviously since he died of a gunshot wound, to show him getting shot through the hand and being shot multiple times in a boardroom, for example, in a brutal fight scene, an amazingly superb fight scene, it would have been tempting, and indeed I know it was tempting for the initial studio behind it, just to not release the film, because it was possibly bad taste. But actually the fact that they did release this movie is testament to the integrity behind it, and to the fact that actually they stood behind that vision, and also they stood behind what it was that Brandon Lee was working on and working for. So it's been a revelation, guys, an absolute revelation discovering this movie, and I can't wait to discover more cool films. If there are any others which I should watch, which I might not have watched, please do comment below, I want to know. And also as well, it's been a revelation discovering Brandon Lee and his story, the son of Bruce Lee, and obviously taken from us too soon. I've also heard rumours that maybe Brandon Lee might have been in line to be in the Matrix movies, which would have been interesting, him instead of Keanu. But anyway, that's another world, that's another life. But yeah, anyway, The Crow. Fuck me, what a great film. Right guys, I've rambled on about this for long enough. Whatever you get up to, hopefully you've had a wonderful Halloween weekend, and as ever, until next time, do take care. Bye bye.